The release of Donda has been troubled for what feels like forever. Release dates have been thrown around, Kanye's been doing the most to make sure people are watching, and the album itself may or may not even be in its final form yet. For a long time, the question was when. But now that question is who? One of the tracks on the album, which fans have been taken to calling Jail, originally featured Jay-Z. Twitter blew up with excitement when they realized that the throne was back now, that Hov and Kanye were working together. The only issue with that is things may not be what they seem. During the third listening party, Ye did a few things that upset a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people. He brought out Marilyn Manson, and giving his allegations, that may not have been a good move. The real kicker here though, is that Ye removed Jay's verse in the most recent version of the song. Instead, he replaced it with a verse that DaBaby had recorded for the track at the last minute. Opinions are all over the place on this one. Some people are arguing that Jay had weak bars on the track anyway, and that DaBaby's verse was just a better fit for the track. The problem isn't that people really wanted to hear Jay hop into the booth for the track. It's more about what it represents. Jay was Kanye's mentor for a long time, taking him under his wing while he was still working the counter at Gap. After a series of arguments, Jay and Ye stopped working together shortly following the Watch the Throne tour. To make matters worse, Jay and Beyonce didn't show up to Kanye's wedding with Kim, and the couple is notorious for having issues with the most famous Kardashian. Then, once Ye started his whole MAGA thing during Trump's 2016 campaign, it was a wrap. Kanye's mental health had taken a turn for the worse, and it seemed like Jay just decided that he needed to shrug the whole thing off. Dead weight, right? The reveal of everything was some of the wildest mess Kanye's ever been on. During the second listening party, Kanye closed up the stadium with Jail, where Jay was featured basically addressing all the problems he had with Ye, making it seem like the beef was squashed and everything was chill again. That would be great, and maybe that would be the case if it wasn't for Kanye opening the third listening party with a verse from DaBaby, which honestly is a serious slight against Jay, especially after he had more or less decided to come and bury the hatchet by getting into the studio with Kanye like old times. There are a few theories floating around about why Ye would possibly have done a thing like this. For those who live under a rock, DaBaby was pretty nearly canceled after some homophobic comments he made at the Rolling Loud Festival during the summer of 2021.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases.
Not only that, but he issued a few fake apologies and no one was having any of that. He got even more heat after he deleted the apology that he posted on his gram showing that he was never really even sincere in the first place. Now, while some might think Kanye's just plain dumb to throw DaBaby on the track, he's proved once again he's on some genius 5D chess wave. It's likely that Kanye put DaBaby's verse on Jail just to exploit the publicity of the whole situation. That and to give DaBaby a morale boost after he took such a huge hit. The whole thing could be completely calculated. Follow me here, because this is where it gets a little crazy. What if each step of the way Ye knew what he was doing? He got Jay on the song to build up the throne hype. He knew that dropping Jay would have everybody and their mamas talking about Donda more than they are. And then he replaced him with DaBaby as some kind of triple play to squeeze out the maximum amount of hype. Maybe we're giving Ye too much credit here, but that could have been the move. Most fans have called the whole situation a major downgrade, like this Twitter user named J. Tyler Conway, who said, Kanye really replaced Jay feature with DaBaby? And replacing Jay-Z with DaBaby is like replacing Michael Jordan with Ed Curry. Those are some harsh words for real. Jay is a hip-hop legend. We're not trying to hate on DaBaby right here, right now, but you can't mess with royalty like that, especially when Jay and Ye have such a deep history. At 4Stroboy tweeted, Drake watching Kanye ruin Donda by replacing Jay-Z with DaBaby, accompanied by a gif of Drake absolutely losing it. This is a reference to the huge Drake and Kanye beef that's suddenly blown up again, with Kanye calling Drake a jackass. There's also another theory. Maybe the whole internet is reading way too much into the situation, and maybe the album will include both versions of the song, or have features from both of them added in the final mix. There's also another thing at play here. Earlier in 2021, DaBaby was trying his hardest to get Jay on one of his tracks, and that didn't work out. So maybe as a way to say sorry to DaBaby, Kanye let him replace Jay on the track. The reason he didn't get Jay on the track is actually a two-parter. First of all, it's notoriously hard to get Hov to spit a 16 on your track. To make matters worse, a track by DaBaby featuring Meg Thee Stallion's ex Tory Lanez popped up a while ago. Meg is signed to Jay's label, meaning there's a good chance she could just say the word and Jay is done even thinking about hopping on the track. Not only that, but DaBaby also made a bold move at Rolling Loud, and not just the one we mentioned earlier. DaBaby went on right after Meg and decided to bring out Tory Lanez while he was performing. The entire thing felt like, mad disrespect, and not to Megan. The fans also freaked out, right? I mean, DaBaby's absolutely wild for that one. At Jerry Ballard Jr. pointed out the absurdity of the whole situation perfectly on Twitter by saying, Kanye replacing Jay-Z with DaBaby while having Marilyn Manson by his side gotta be the boldest decision ever, cause WTF, man, SMH. Other fans have said the move was illegal and that 2021 was bottom of the barrel. One thing is for sure though, no one, except for maybe DaBaby, is happy about this whole thing. Now, we're gonna move on to the juiciest possible situation of them all. Yet another possibility is that Kanye plans on getting back with Kim. We know this sounds crazy, especially since the song itself is about how Ye feels like living in the Kardashian house was a prison. But hear us out. Kanye's been known to make bolder decisions before. This wouldn't exactly be the first time he did something absolutely out of pocket. Just look back at the now infamous Taylor Swift situation at the VMAs. There are a few reasons why this could actually be the real reason for how everything went down the way it did. As we mentioned before, Jay and Beyonce didn't show up to the wedding, and a lot of people assume it's because they don't like Kim. And when Ye and Kim started dating, the Carters warned Ye against the family because according to them, they just hungry for fame and attention. Kim also got robbed one time, and Ye had a mental breakdown around about the same time. According to Kanye, Jay didn't even check up on him at that time, and that's really what killed his friendship. If Ye talked to Jay about getting back together with Kim, there's a good chance that Jay didn't speak any cap, came out with what he had to say real blunt, and Ye doesn't like being talked to like that, so he doesn't like being told what to do. The friendship must have been fragile after the beef was squashed anyway, so it's not like it would have taken much for this to happen. If the throne is once again done for, it was nice while it lasted for those, 10 seconds or whatever. Even just for that one verse. Jay and Kanye have a right to feel how they feel, and we can't judge them because things, didn't go the way we wanted as fans. And for anyone who thinks this idea is just us grasping at straws, there have kind of already been hints that Ye isn't done with Kim, provided she'll take him back. The whole situation is still murky because some say that Kim wanted the divorce while others say it was Ye's idea. Either way, there's no other way to explain Ye on his hands and knees during the first two listening parties singing about how his family was torn apart. He said, "Honey, why could you leave? I'm losing my family." He also included the sample of his mom's voice saying, "No matter what you do, you never abandon your family." Kanye's got to take that to heart. He doesn't mess around about his mama. Now, the biggest thing is that Kim wore a wedding dress to the most recent listening party before it appeared that she and Kanye did a mock recreation of their wedding on stage. When asked about it, they said that it was just a statement on the power of love. But that's some weird stuff to be doing with your ex, no matter who you are. As for Jay, the sources close to him have all remained completely silent about it so far. So who's to know? Maybe Jay really did get replaced and he doesn't want anything to do with Kanye. Or maybe, as the fan suggests here, there is another version with Jay's verse on it. Only time will tell. So what do y'all think though? Is Jay gonna be upset? Are Kanye and Kim done for? Or will love prevail? Let us know what you think in the comments, and as usual, don't forget to leave a like. You can also subscribe if you want more rap news sent straight into your subscription feed. As always, have a great rest of your day, and don't forget to keep it RIZZLE.